Volume down. Oh, Jesus. I was not prepared for that horrific image, but it is Friday night and it's time for that Party Time podcast. Kick back your drinks, hold them up high. It's Friday. We can all let loose, relax, let the day wash away as we hang out and we'll just talk about some fun stuff today. Some good stuff, some great stuff. I am the man you may know as Z.
Don't you worry, Daddy's home.
And I see some absolute legends out in the chat there. I see that Doc is back. I see Ron the Stone Cold Killer. I see Sam Jr. Just some absolute legends out there. Good to see you, fellas. I hope you're all relaxing. I hope everybody's having a great time out there. I know it's a troubled time, and we're here to take your troubles away. I'm also joined by a delinquent troublemaker, though, so we'll see what happens. His name is Noob Noob.
Yeah, election fraud is real.
Yeah, whatever that was. We also have the King of Chill. That would be Baby Yoda. And the other special person, so special. She's here with us all the time, making it happen. It's the Scott Keebler.
Hello once again, Friday night. Our reviews will kill you live. Welcome again to everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Let's get right to it since we all need a good distraction right now. We're going to come back to the screen with the other guys, and we're going to start right away with
Just say, look how beautiful you look, though, Scott. You look...
We're not house cleaning?
No, you look so healthy, and like your camera looks the color in your face. You make us look like, we're bitches.
I make this look good. I don't know what you two are doing over there.
I don't know.
We actually look good.
I don't know. Look how great he looks compared to us. We look like schlubs, and he looks like he's this rosy, cheerful fella.
Jaybird says I look a little orange. Maybe I'm a little warm. I'll have to adjust the camera a little bit. Maybe it is
orange ran bad.
Maybe it was a little. Oh, I know why I'm orange, because I left the one light on here that has. Yeah, okay, that's my fault. I'm orange. I got the wrong lights on. It is what it is. Let's move on to housekeeping.
Oh, I do see. I'll say in a second.
What kind of hotel is this?
That kind of hotel. I also see Mark D out there in the chat. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you.
So, in housekeeping today, we're going to talk about our now weekly adventures we're going to take with Levels of Geek. Mandalorian has returned on Disney Plus, and we are weekly talking about it over with Levels of Geek on Thursday nights on his channel.
we went full Mando.
And Mandy.
And Mando Commando. I mean, we went all out, and unfortunately the show's just not as popular as it once was, so we'll see how many people like it. We enjoyed talking. We thought it was as the usual you'd expect from us. It was a little outrageous. We took his PG-13 show to full-on rated R.
For rape.
It's not just
we raped his show.
Noob might even try to take it X next time. I mean,
we raped him in the butt because X is going to give it to you.
He did. Noob did threaten several listeners on the other channel.
I did actually. Didn't I?
He did threaten.
I
several
forgot I
people.
did that. I blacked out. Got a little horny.
Got a little drunk. Got a little horny, and just started threatening people.
Yeah.
So if that's your bag.
Well, fuck him. That's what he gets for having us as sloppy seconds. This motherfucker's having a live show at like 11 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock. I don't know when he's at. Doing the same thing. He's recapping.
He doubled down.
The Passenger tonight after our show. So if you want to go watch a live review of Mandalorian, then check out Levels of Geek. But fuck him. He's our sloppy seconds.
And then come back with us next Thursday when we talk about it again, but we get to use foul language.
True.
Exactly.
True.
We have the adult version. So,
no holds barred here.
So there's your Thursday nights. We go over to Levels of Geek and we hang out with him for a little bit. It's fun. We're doing it every week for a little bit. So definitely check that out. On our YouTube channel, however, we did a reaction to a Nick Cage movie called Jiu-Jitsu.
Very racist. I don't know why the Jews are jitsuing, but still.
It's nothing
Triple
to do with
Jews.
it. Well, you know what's funny? It has nothing to do with any Jews because I didn't see any Jiu-Jitsu in that trailer. Did you see any Jiu-Jitsu in that trailer?
I guess apparently the one character is named Jiu-Jitsu. Maybe that's the fighting style they're using.
Well, it is supposed to be a fighting style, but I didn't see them use any of that.
I know there was lots of matzo ball soup.
All I know is the trailer was next level. It was out of control. It's kind of insane. You can tell from my reaction there in the image that I was extremely surprised and confused at the same time. So
But isn't that what your face always looks like, Scott?
my face does take various forms of that. That's kind of what a face does.
Afraid.
So definitely do that. And we invite you all to go check out our store. We have all kinds of new fun things.
Oh, it doesn't even have the best new
there.
shirt up there yet.
We have the best new shirt, not in that image, but we do have our Yoda shirt or the child, of course. 3 scoops. There's your new favorite.
There it is.
There it is.
You Gundam Knuckles.
Mobile suit, you Gundam Knuckles.
Clucking his way to greatness.
Yes. We're coming up with some great. These are all original concepts there, folks,
Yeah,
too.
we have other variations going on. Of course, we have our reviews will kill you mouse pads. Our reviews will kill you stickers. We have some cool caps. I like these caps. They're in some cool different colors. The pink one's actually pretty. There's a bag for you to throw your stuff in.
I thought there was a bag to put over Noob Noob's head.
If you go to our store and buy a You Gundam Knuckles or a Force Choke a Bitch shirt, you get an automatic ticket to win my next giveaway or the giveaway of your choosing.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that sounds like a good one. Why don't you send us an image of, or you or someone you know, because as Doc unfortunately says, and maybe we'll try to find a way to rectify this for Doc.
Because Doc's too
this is
fat.
only for small people.
Lose some weight, Doc.
No, Doc is big bone.
You look a little tub.
No.
Instead of driving around GTA, run around the park.
I will look through the shirts. Some of them do have some larger options. It's a print-on-demand store. We're trying it. It seems to be working so far, but it doesn't give me a lot of great options. We'll work on it. I'll see if I can come up with something for you, bud. Just, as always, stick with us.
First off, Scott, don't you have one of our shirts?
What do you mean?
Yeah, if it fits Scott.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Doc, if you're
Doc?
bigger than Scott, there's something wrong here.
Scott's a big boy, and things fit him.
He thick with 2 C's.
I mean, yeah, I do have a sweet ass.
Well,
Doc says he's more than 4 feet tall. Doc is 6'2", 220, which sounds like an
Doc,
appropriate.
it sounds like the XL and double XL shirts will fit you
Don't
just
even tell
fine.
him what you are.
sounds like you go to McDonald's.
I'm
a little
rocking.
bit.
I'm rocking an XL. I'm all of 6'8" and heavier than that.
No, 6'8". You might be heavier.
All
but
right, maybe 5'8". But I'm not a healthy 6 foot tall. I'm 5'8".
What are you, Alan
short?
Iverson
Which
now?
is short to today's standards, but XL and 2XL fit fine on me. So I think some stuff there will fit you. But anyway, that's what we had in our housekeeping. That's about it. Noob, what are you doing?
In case anyone was wondering, I'm a slender and sexy 6'3", 175.
So he's like an anorexic. You know that image that you saw of him with that dress? That is the actual picture of Noob.
Yeah.
That is not a model. He is just that. He looks like
Does it make me look fat, though?
He actually fits in that dress, and that dress is from American Doll, which is...
It's just like he drinks a glass of water and he gets bloated.
Oh, my God. Metamucil's really bloating me up. The hemorrhoids, I got to get some fiber in me, and then I'm just like, oh, my God, I feel so bloated after 2 scoops of Metamucil.
And then
It's
he
rough.
gorges on J Balvin meals.
I do. God.
And then purges.
The McFlurry is low. I might have a McFlurry tomorrow. My date is a fan of McFlurry, so I might put some cream in her mouth.
Is this
You have
your
a date?
right hand?
Yeah, it is. He's going to double fist McFlurries.
Yeah.
His first date is the left hand.
And
His
then he's
second
going
date
to switch
is
that
the right
McFlurry
hand.
over to his other hand.
I am.
I thought he was going to double fist them.
I'm going to put a hole in the bottom and then helicopter it in her mouth.
You're talking about your hands.
I am.
He is dating Indra.
No, I'm not. What? No.
Well, is Indra in the chat to confirm or deny
No.
this?
She's too busy getting drunk with her friend that's a male friend that's giving her tummy cummies.
What? You...
Yes, a fat, sweaty
Oh my
man
God, you're such.
giving her tummy cummies.
We don't need to know about your personal life.
Completely different.
Please,
She's a
please.
whore. Yeah. So should I say what we're doing?
Yes.
I don't. Now I'm so disturbed
Okay.
right now. I can't
Yes,
even focus.
please.
I want to leave. Can I leave? And I'm going to take Baby Yoda. You didn't even tell me to put earmuffs on
No,
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda can be here for this. So apparently Jared Leto is back as the Joker. I think that was like 5 weeks ago, but we're going to talk about it now. Then there's 3 Jokers, and they're scooping, and it was resolved. Britney is apparently still alive. We're really concerned about her. Jim Gaffigan is a fat. Jim Gaffigan's a fat white man, and he's going to be a Thundercat. And then we're going to move on to outrageous news. This is really weird. So a whale tail sculpture saves some Europeans, I think. Then the sausage man was killed with a crossbow. And thieves tunnel into Whitney Houston's asshole.
These are going to be some weird. This is some weird news.
I don't think it's her asshole, but it's her wine cellar, which I thought was a euphemism for her asshole. But then I realized I think Whitney Houston's dead from a drug overdose or getting beaten too hard from Bobby Brown.
By the way, Mark D does know who your dates are. Your dates are Pamela Henderson and Rosie Palmer.
Oh my God. That's rosy cheeks, actually.
No, but Palmer, your hands, left hand, right hand.
Oh,
he's just not smart enough.
I
Mark.
don't get it.
He does not that smart.
Don't get
right
it.
over his head.
Him no smart.
And then we're gonna review Borat 2, which that's a thing, I guess.
It is a thing.
Over the Moon,
also a thing.
Sure. And then Blood Zeus is Blood of Zeus. Zeus Blood.
Zeus Blood.
Zeus Blood on Netflix.
Let's do some Zeus Blood.
I saw that while I continue to rewatch Shameless on Netflix.
So in other words,
and Knock Knock. I'll do a quick review of Knock Knock.
A quick review of Knock Knock.
Yeah, I will throw a quick review of Anna de Armas Naked.
Scott's like, what are you talking about?
Anna de Armas Naked. That's all.
Actually, Scott could pull that one image.
Good news, everyone!
This show is getting very personal for you.
Yeah, it is.
Noob.
So for a story that's so old everyone forgot about it, Jared Leto, who everyone hates.
What do you mean? It's not an old story. It
pretty
just got
old.
announced.
No, October 21st, buddy.
Okay, so what?
This is like...
All right, guess what? There was a lot of stuff going on that got in the way.
And there was a Halloween that was supposed to be the greatest Halloween of all time, and then 2020 happened. But we still had to celebrate Halloween, so this news story got pushed back, and we're talking about it now. So what is it?
So it's Jared Leto's Joker is coming back to the DCEU because he's being cast in the Snyder Cut. Yeah. And I actually dressed up as Jared Leto's Joker in the last year's Halloween episode.
No, you didn't. You dressed up like...
the sexier version of Jared Leto.
No, you didn't. You dressed up like Cesar Romero because you painted your beard.
Yes. That's fair.
That's what you did.
So in 2016, Jared Leto was hunka-hunking all over the Suicide Squad. And apparently he was never going to get another Joker job again because everyone hated him because he's a little bitch.
What year did you say that was?
2016.
It was not in 2016.
It was not 2016.
No, oh, wait. Maybe it is.
It was 2016.
It was 2016.
You're an asshole.
Wow. The Suicide Squad came out 4 years ago? That's ridiculous.
So, and he was frequently mentioned in Birds of Prey, but he is finally getting to reprise his role in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I have no idea how they're going to incorporate him in.
No one knows.
Like that doesn't make sense.
Zack Snyder's
to me.
like, I got some extra bread now. I like Jared Leto.
Well,
he must have helped cast Jared Leto, I guess. Like, I don't know.
I don't.
If they're taking this to HBO Max and they're going to make this 4 episodes long, then he's got plenty of room to play with. He can absolutely throw, a little backstory in there, a little extra meat.
Like a flashback, or is he going to be in real time? Because in a flashback makes somewhat sense. Maybe him killing Robin. That would make sense. That would be cool.
That would be more explanation as to how we got to the Batman that Ben Affleck's playing. Is that old grizzled angry Batman?
I still think we got a Joker from him. We got like
a 12 minutes of screen time,
like a caricature. Like we don't really know what kind of Joker he is, other than he's like. I mean, I feel like I got more out of the music video that he was in than I got out of the actual movie.
The Purple Lamborghini. That was a great song.
So Rick Ross.
Yeah. So I mean, I just don't understand how they're going to make it work. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know.
Are they going to bring in Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn?
I don't know.
No.
And everybody's waiting to find out, and everyone's waiting with bated breath to find out what's going to happen. The
I can't believe
anticipation is strong on this one.
I think I just am surprised he agreed to come back to do this. Although I do know,
probably because he got ripped on the first one.
Yeah, he is annoyed, and he knows I think he's fighting for the air. Because there's like a whole other movie in there, supposedly, in Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I also forgot Jared Leto's playing a Marvel character, Morbius. I totally forgot about that.
That is going to be a cluster fucking ass.
And there was a teaser trailer. I totally forgot about that because everything is pushed back to like 2040. Yeah.
I think Screen Rant or something had an article about how he swings differently than Spider-Man does.
Who swings differently?
Morbius, and his Morbius is going to be swinging differently. First off, Screen Rant's gone downhill real fast. No one gives a flying fuck about what they have to say. Second off, he's a vampire. He flies.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the hell are you talking about?
Reference?
I was like, yeah. Is he swinging for the fences? Is he swinging for a different team? Like, what kind of swinging are you talking about?
Well, I didn't click on the article because we don't read shit from them anymore because it's a horrible medium. Just the headline alone was like had me shaking my head. It was, no one knows anything about it.
Mark D says that Morbius was supposed to be the end of one of the Blade movies, but it was cut. Aren't they the spirits of vengeance? Is it? It's Ghost Rider, Blade, and Michael Morbius. Aren't they the spirits of vengeance?
That sounds right. I don't quote me on that, but that does sound right.
Well, I would have liked to see Mark, if you know which Blade movie was it, the third one or the first one?
Yeah, I do know that Blade is a Marvel character, and it was supposed to be part of the Dark Universe that they were never able to really get off the ground. Constantine was supposed to be part of that. There was something else that just never actually happened.
Buddy.
Huh?
Constantine is DC. He is.
There's going to be a new
fake news. He's DC. That's a DC property, Chief.
You are fake news.
That's why he hangs out with Zatanna, who's part of the Justice League.
Yes.
That's why it's called Justice League Dark, led by Constantine.
That just seems racist.
Sam Jr. also confirms Constantine is DC.
Sam Jr. knows all.
Yes, go with the Sam Jr. When in doubt,
what we're missing is our ultra fact checker unboxing. He's like our side reporter.
He is our hit reporter who knows all the facts.
Yes. So speaking of Jokers, apparently there are 3 Jokers. And that was a comic book storyline.
A little bit of comic book news out there, folks. I guess we're going to spoil it for everybody.
It's concluding, so that means there's a conclusion with...
Well, there were 3 Jokers, and now spoiler alert, we're down to 1 Joker again.
Were they all...
There was the comedian, the mastermind, and the... Oh, crap. Hold on. There's the comedian... The criminal,
the gambler, the gambler, the rambler.
Shit! Now you're gonna confuse me, and I'm gonna screw this one up.
Nope, he's playing with my computer.
If you look at can you just move it around so I can see?
There was 3 of them. There was the baller, the shot caller, and he wishes he was a little bit taller.
There's 3. Just keep looking.
Joker had an ex-wife.
Well, there's the. Okay, yeah, there's the comedian Joker. Is there a clown Joker?
Maybe the comedian, the clown, and the criminal. Thank you, bootleg sampler.
For him to read. So hard to read.
Joker War.
Yeah, that's what it is. The Joker War. Anyway, it concluded because there were 3 Jokers, and nobody knew which Joker it was.
Oh, spoiler alert, the comedian was the last one standing.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, way to go. Bootleg bitch, like 5 minutes ago, he called it out. The comedian, the clown, and the criminal.
Fuck you, bootleg.
And then it turns out, spoiler alert to everybody out there. Get ready for it, which he already said. But it's ties to the Killing Joke. They're basically saying the Killing Joke is canon as the leftover Joker.
Killing Joke.
The Joker information helps me.
Joker dies at the end of the Killing Joke.
Whatever. He comes back, and then he made 2 more of himself. So what are you going to say? And the only clown here, Doc, is Noob Noob.
No, well, I don't understand. Like, So they're all three different people, not just one person having
They're
split
three
personalities?
totally different people, and they were going to make a fourth one, but then they changed their minds and didn't make a fourth one. Or Batman stopped them from making a fourth one, and then one of them decided to kill the other two. So it's very confusing. Some people think it's a masterpiece, other people think it's ridiculous, because I guess they weren't sure if like one was like they're just saying there's been 3 Jokers the whole time. I don't know, very confusing, but we have resolution. There's now only one Joker.
Let's read random excerpts. Flashbacks indicate the comedian Joker, the modern iteration of the supervillain and last of 3 Jokers left alive, was truly the failed stand-up comic scene in The Killing Joke.
Yes,
okay,
that's what I said.
This revelation confirms Batman's claim, as he was personally assisting the Joker's ex-wife and child, who secretly survived the previous story, by relocating them to Alaska. Okay.
Can we send Noob Noob to the circus?
I have already been to Alaska.
In Alaska.
To the circus in Alaska?
Yes.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
We do have Marcus the Jesus in the chat said Keanu Reeves is reprising his role as Constantine. I am not angry about that. I did enjoy him as Constantine.
I definitely enjoyed that role, even though he's nothing like the Constantine in the DC comics, because that dude's a British white dude with blonde hair. I find his Constantine to be like, that's my definitive Constantine. I like his version so much better than any other iteration.
I'm happy with either one. The one that you see in the cartoon all the time is that British blonde hair Constantine. I like him, but I also easily go for Keanu Reeves' version of it. So either one works for me.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie.
I totally forgot that was. I think that was the iconic role we forgot about when we were talking earlier.
Yeah, Constantine. We were talking about Keanu Reeves a little
and
bit.
How he just acts very poorly, but he somehow does it in a way that everyone likes him.
Mark D says he has a statue of Constantine with blonde hair, and it took him 2 years to figure out who it was. You think who's this dude in a trench coat? Yeah, I just, there's something about Keanu Reeves when he does a role. You know, he may not be the world's greatest actor, but he's convincing.
Yeah. And he's just got
more convincing
hair.
than Jim Gaffigan.
Yes, Jim Gaffigan is, I think, a fat white comedian, and he's past 45.
I'm pretty sure he's a cuck.
Is he over 6 foot? Because then he's definitely a racist.
If he's over 6, does that make you a racist?
Yes, shit! Ah, damn it, I'm a racist.
You're just realizing that now?
It's just because of my height. I didn't have a say in it.
He was born that way.
I was born that way.
It's definitely not your height that makes you racist.
I think it's my height and my whiteness.
It's his skin tone and his height make him
I'm
racist.
part Italian, so I think I like olive-colored people. Whatever. DC Stargirl cast Jim Gaffigan. Yes, exactly. Jim Gaffigan as Thundercox for season 2.
No, he's Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. Because there's a difference.
Is he a hero or a villain?
I don't
know anything about who is Thunderbolt. He's going to voice a CGI character.
So Thunderbolt is an extremely powerful.
Oh my god!
But according to the official character description, the wishes he's a genie. The wishes he grants often cause more trouble than the wish asker would
you
ever
have to
expect.
read that he is a magical, electrical, fun-loving, wish-granting pink imp.
Oh my god!
What?
From the mysterious land of
Bangladesh.
Indonesia.
What were they smoking when they wrote this character?
I do not know, and I do not understand
I
why.
want some. They need to share whatever the hell they were on when they wrote this character. I want some.
I guess
amazing.
so. I liked the first season of Stargirl. I didn't like the last episode, but I liked everything else.
I like that she wasn't as tub as I thought, and she looked decent.
She's a
little tub, but I would still. Yeah,
she's normal tub.
Yeah,
it was a great season right up until the last episode, and then it really shat the bed.
Yeah,
the last episode went a little woke.
Yeah, and it was a little crappy CGI. Like it was just dumb.
So, oh my god, wasn't that last episode about influencing elections?
I think Bootleg's right. He says that character description sounds like.
Wasn't it? Honestly, wasn't it?
Oh my god, was it? Was it about influencing elections? Did Stargirl predict what would happen?
Yes. That's what Stargirl predicted. Bootleg called it out. He says the character description sounds like something you get in the back of Spencer's.
Yeah, it's so.
Oh my god! Could you imagine that? It's like in a little a lava lamp, but it's actually in the shape of a
little imp. Yeah, this little
imp.
imp floating around a lava lamp. I like it.
And it only glows in black light, right? I'm sure
Yes.
that's what Bootleg is thinking, that it's a black light guy, isn't it?
Well, in terms,
It has
Go
the
ahead.
It has the poster that you put behind it that also just shows up in black lights.
Yes.
well, in terms of how they're going to incorporate this into the story, so in season 1, so Thunderbolt was trapped inside of a pen for 10 years. And
they hinted at that in the show, that there's a pen.
So in season 1, Stargirl steals a pink pen from the Justice Society of America's costume stash early in season 1. So I guess that's how they're going to bring that out. And Pat, who is Luke Wilson's character, repeatedly warns that the pen is powerful and dangerous.
Powerful, and formerly owned by the superhero, the Mighty Pink Panda.
The Pink Panther. Yeah.
Pink Panda.
The Trash Panda.
Yes.
The
Sorry,
trash-
we made that up.
The
That's
Pink
not
Trash
real.
Panda.
Fake news.
Yeah.
They say it's a pen, but I'm not really sure. That's
Oh, are you
Is that a
saying?
dildo?
Are you saying they gave that to Stargirl? They should not. She is not old enough.
That's a pink vibrator. She is 15.
Well, I mean, she's old enough for that. It can go in the bottom of her drawer. That's fine. But
Bottom of
that's
her
definitely not a pen. But it does grant wishes. Oddly
She
enough.
is not old enough in the United
And her
States.
wishes are for more orgasms. I'm not sure if
She
that
is old
works.
enough for Tom Hanks in Greece, though.
Dude who can use it, and he has the perfect place to put it, since
Yes,
he
he
still
does.
hasn't fully transitioned.
Oh my God.
That was not a bad. That's not bad to say, is it?
That I didn't transition yet?
That you're just half transitioned.
I don't have the insurance money to fully transition. So
Okay.
I dropped one testicle. I'm working on the second. So we'll see.
You just
Stay
have
tuned.
Half a ball bag.
If I get a promotion, who knows?
Oh God, no wonder people say this show is too
going
much
downhill.
for not going downhill. It's always going uphill. Always going uphill. It's just a matter of how controversial can we be?
Yes.
Apparently, pretty good. We have people in the chat asking why, noob, why?
Why not is the question.
You gotta remember, he's a tricycle.
I am a
Or he's
trisexual.
trisexual, so he'll transition, then he'll transition back.
Hold on. No, I'm a
Then he'll
trisexual tops.
transition.
I'm a
back.
trisexual tops.
Yes, always on
Leave
top.
Britney alone!
Oh, you want to bring on the Scott's face? Okay.
Oh shit! I forgot
we
about
did
Britney.
not write this
Yeah,
story.
bring up Britney.
This is.
I didn't write it down.
This is all Scott. Scott, you go ahead. Crack
Scott has
Britney
a
reporter.
fetish on Britney.
So
Spears.
I guess this is gonna be the Britney
Why
Spears.
did you look like that?
Yeah, I guess this will be the Britney Spears update because she posted on her Instagram a video and she tries to reassure us all, but I don't know. You be the judge of it.
If you play it backwards, does she say "Help me, help me"?
It looks like if you look at the image, it looks like she's about to mouth help, but that's not where we go with this. But
hit me one more time.
why don't you guys go ahead and watch this and you let me know
All
if
right.
you think she's okay. And that didn't work. There we go. Let's try that again, shall we? We'll rewind that. And
So I know that there have been a lot of comments and a lot of people saying a lot of different things about me, but I just want to let you guys know that I am fine. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, and I'm sending all of you guys a lot of prayers, wishes, and a lot of love.
Why does she talk so fast? Why does she look like a hostage? And why is she?
Is she on Epstein's Island?
so
Oh my God! They hit her on Epstein's Island.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone asked, but apparently she thinks that people are asking how she's doing. I understand why, because we dance back to her Instagram and we see it's once again that same camera angle in the same room of her house, looking down, wearing that
Who's
same top, by the
filming
way.
Who is filming these?
Her father.
Is it her father? She's-
Probably her father.
Why does she have a bunch of gummy like vitamins? Go back to that vitamin picture. Those are all the pills she's on.
Sam Jr., she is locked in the basement.
She's locked in Noob's basement.
They're like little.
Tom Hanks is filming. Yes, Sam Jr.
I mean,
She's a little old for him.
it was nice. It was nice, Nunu, for you to mount that camera up in the corner for her to use. It really does. I mean, half these pictures, you look like she's just stuck in quarantine. The rest of us just bored out of her mind and just taking
Been like this
pictures.
for the past 5 years, Scott.
cares?
This is not.
Yeah, who cares?
But this is true. It's been going on since before quarantine happened. So
He cares.
Britney Spears, like she's not attractive anymore. She can't sing
Wow,
anymore.
that doesn't mean she never could sing.
We're-
Why does she talk like a little baby girl?
She does talk like a 5-year-old.
Yes.
we are concerned. Well,
A little bit.
yeah. I mean,
like, would the world lose? Like, what happens if she just disappears?
she's
Nothing.
on Instagram reassuring everybody that she's fine, but
She ain't.
is she?
She's an artiste
She just needs more
and a
kids.
mama and a pray every day.
I wonder what her kids think of her. That would be interesting.
They think she's mom.
Well,
When's the last time they saw her? Weren't they with Federline?
I don't know. Well, that's just outrageous.
yeah. So, okay, we're done Britney news. Let's move on to outrageous OrkTales.
Are you sure?
Why? You have another story?
Do we have another one? What's another one? I didn't write it down.
Where does Depp fall?
Oh,
breaking
shit.
news. We
Johnny
forgot about
Depp.
breaking news. Yes,
Yes.
breaking news. We forgot about this.
Breaking news. Where is my sound over? Breaking news. I have no idea. Like the teletype. We'll play that instead. This is Breaking Ork News. Here it is. Come on, damn it. Coming to you live from the OrkU News Desk, we have the greatest and newsiest stuff that's coming along straight to you. This is OrkU Reviews Instant News.
And we must remind the
Freeze.
audience that we have broken several news stories, such as the death of Kobe live.
Yes.
We broke
We
the
killed
death of
Kobe.
someone else. Who else died? Didn't someone else die while we were on the air live? I don't know. People tend to die when we're live. So, but this person's not dead. They just lost a big lawsuit.
Yes, they did. Johnny Depp
Johnny D.
was Grindelwald or
He
Grundelwald.
got grundled.
Yes, he was he was the main villain in the Fantastic Beasts trilogy.
Oh, he is a fantastic beast.
And not that was doing well financially, but still,
Why would they make a trilogy if it wasn't doing well?
well, they thought it was just going to do fantastic, and then the first one didn't do so great, and then they made the second one, and that did okay. And then I guess he got resigned from the third one because he
Lost
allegedly
his lawsuit.
beat Amber Heard, and then Amber Heard said that she was beaten, and he sued her, saying that she's full of shit because she's a crazy bitch.
That's not what happened.
For me to poop on.
Not what happened. Not what happened. What happened?
They reported in the I think it's called the Daily. I know the nickname for it is the Daily Scum in England. So I think it's the Sun. Is maybe that's the
I think that's the big one over there. I know.
but it's like the real like celebrity trash one.
Yeah, it
And
sounds about right.
he sued them for libel because they reported that he was a wife beater. So they had to bring Amber Heard in, and all the evidence that we heard about her pooping in the bed and all the other stuff about her being abusive and her stealing other like rape survivor stories, all that stuff came.
to be shitted on.
She was, subpoenaed for this. So basically, he lost the slander suit. Yeah, it's against the UK Sun, which they call over there in the UK. So he lost the lawsuit, and then within a day, I guess, does Disney own Harry Potter?
Warner Brothers.
Warner
Right.
Brothers
Okay.
asked him to resign from Fantastic Beasts, which he accepted as punishment, I guess.
Dude, I don't know.
So, and that's where the news media is like, oh, Johnny Depp resigned from the movie. No, they forced him to resign. I'm sure they paid him some nice cashola, and he wrote a nice little letter,
He
which
did.
I guess Scott will read.
He did write a nice letter there, and according to this, it sounds like that he was asked. He said, "In light of recent events,
Wait, or else no one's going to understand what the hell you're saying.
well, I'm reading it like Johnny Depp does.
That- no one can read it, Scott. You have to read it for real. If you're going to read it, read the damn thing for real.
All right, let's see. I've been humbled and moved by your messages of love. I wish to let you know I've been asked to resign by Warner Brothers from my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request. Finally, I wish to say this. The surreal judgment of the court in the UK will not change my right to tell the truth, and I confirm that I plan to appeal. My resolve remains strong, and I intend to prove that the allegations against me are false. My life and career will not be defined by this moment in time. it sounds like, I mean, you said the news reports over there are all saying that he was forced and he was fired. It sounds like they said, you know what, we don't like what's going on right now with this. We asked you to step down, and he agreed to it. He's going to continue on his lawsuits.
They're going to recast him as well, so it's not like they're getting rid of the character. The judge during his judgment said he felt that a family pet may have been the one that actually pooped in the bed. With no evidence whatsoever. He's just like, I think someone else did it.
I feel like what we need to take from this is Amber Heard deserves to be beat.
For me to poop on.
She deserves. I don't see. That's where Transformicons is saying that he's not a good guy, but I don't think. I think he's victim of circumstance. I don't think he did anything wrong necessarily. There's some pretty clear evidence that she chopped his finger off.
Yeah, look, you have
There's also evidence that she was abusive prior to him.
You have one court that proved his innocence, and then she took this into a private court in another country, and that judge decided that
you guys don't listen to me. She did not take this into court. Johnny Depp was suing the Sun. She was subpoenaed as the witness who gave who gave all the evidence to the Sun.
He was suing the Sun as for libel.
She's got nothing to do with it other than she gave the story to the Sun. It was not a lawsuit between Depp and Amber Heard. It has nothing to do with she said he was a wife beater. She asked to provide evidence. She gave doctored pictures of her looking like she got beat up, which were proven to be fake because her makeup artist said that she did her up to make her look like that. And then the judge still found that the Sun was not guilty of libel, probably because they're saying that they had to believe the credibility of the witness that they were given, meaning they had no reason to doubt that Amber Heard was not telling the truth, even though it's pretty clear that she doctored evidence and made the story up.
We also know that like the tabloids over in Britain are ridiculously bad, like notoriously bad. So I wouldn't be surprised maybe that judge got paid off. I mean, who knows? It's all insane. You don't know the truth. It sounds like he didn't get fired. He was asked to resign. He did, and let's all move on with this.
Is he gonna move? Is he gonna lose his Disney deal in the reboot of the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, well,
I think it's done. I think he's toast. No.
Who
yes.
knows? I mean, who knows? I mean, after this year, who knows what the hell's going to happen?
I mean, we'll be lucky if we even have movies.
I mean, when they announce tomorrow that there's an asteroid heading for the planet, I'm going to be like, well, shit. Yeah, saw that coming.
Yeah. Doc says we will riot.
I'm just going to marry Amber Heard and get beat.
Because you like being abused.
I do like being abused.
What happens when she leaves you for another woman?
I'll probably cry and go to Cara Delevingne.
She'll go to Cara Delevingne, or you?
I'll go. Well, maybe a three-way.
I don't think so.
Yes,
I don't think you're invited there.
That'd be a better three-way than Knock Knock. That's a lie.
Fake news.
That's a lie.
Grapes.
I can't even say that. So should we move on to Outrageous OrkTales now?
Yes. Are we going?
Finally?
Getting
Yes.
outrageous?
Fine,
We are.
Let's get outrageous.
It's not a victory. We're making history. It's now time for some outrageous OrkTales.
Whoop!
First off, Sam Jr., stop bringing up Elizabeth Moss. She is so fucking ugly. Dear God, I would rather eat Amber Heard shit than touch Elizabeth Moss.
Eat Amber Heard's
shit.
Wow,
is more attractive than Elizabeth Moss.
Woo, that's a bold statement.
All right, let's move on. And so apparently in Denmark, it's Dutch. Dutch is Denmark, right?
Dutchy past the Dutchy.
That is true. So a whale tail has saved a Dutch train because that's what happens in Denmark, other than people getting high from Dutch bakeries.
In the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands, yes. So a Dutch train burst past the end of its elevated tracks on Monday in the Netherlands. But instead of crashing to the ground 30 feet below, the metro train was caught, held aloft. All right, then. massive sculpture of a whale tail. Despite some damage, no injuries or deaths were reported.
So a
I mean,
whale.
it's impressive.
tail.
I mean, Noob, if you look at the monitor there, you can tell how impressive that
Nope. Nope.
that's
I'd rather fuck a whale's tail.
so that's
It
so
is funny. The sculpture itself.
it looks like Elizabeth Moss.
But did you the whale? Are you saying she looks like a whale, Scott?
I just think Noob would like to see Elizabeth Moss's whale tail.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I know what that means now.
There we go.
I don't know what it means, but no.
Anyway, now on the screen is the actual whale's tail sculpture and a train hanging precariously
Seriously.
off of said tail.
That's awful.
How does something like this happen? If you look, I mean, we have a couple angles of it. You can see it looks like it's a pier that's for storage or like the end of the line for these trains.
It was the end of the line and it jumped the track.
Yeah,
That's
this thing was.
Clearly Jesus.
They said this thing was moving. Fortunately, there was nobody on the train, from my understanding.
Did you see the name of the statue?
No, I did not.
The name of the statue is Saved by the Whale's Tail.
Well, I'd say that this here train was definitely saved by that whale tail.
There was a driver. He was the train driver was the only person on board.
Wow.
And the train is going to spent the night on the Whale's Tail.
Yeah, it was unclear why the train didn't stop. It's still under investigation, and that's about it. Yeah, it's like a scene from a Hollywood movie, a spokesperson says.
I think it's pretty cool.
Thank God the tail was there.
If you get a chance to check that out visually, you should, because it's pretty fun.
It's impressive.
It's outrageous.
That's
I would
nice.
love a whale's tail in my mouth.
I don't think your mouth could hold a whale's tail.
Oh, it can hold a lot. You know what it can hold? A lot of sausage.
I know, absolutely.
I'm the king of sausage.
Are you the sausage king,
I
or
am.
does Russia have the sausage king?
Russia's so apparently Russia has a sausage king.
And a sausage crossbow.
Some gay overlord was killed.
Not what it says. It says Russian oligarch, not
Nope.
gay overlord.
Some gay sausage king was eating all of the penis in his sauna and was killed by a God-fearing Christian with a crossbow.
Scott has the sausage crossbow, which he invented,
Yes.
to shoot those sausages right into your mouth.
Breaking Elon Musk.
This was the weapon that was used to take out the sausage king. This was a Russian hit if I've ever heard of one.
This is like John Wick level of Russian hits. The dude got a crossbow and took him out in the sauna. How is that even possible?
That doesn't. First off, does anyone know what an oligarch is? Olive Garden?
No.
A Russian Olive Garden.
No.
A Russian
Oligarch.
is what?
Person who has money and influence as part of the Russian government.
Why can't they just say rich Russian?
Rich Russian.
Yeah.
His nickname was the Sausage King.
I think
Oh,
Sam Jr.'s onto it. Sam Jr.'s onto it. It was Hawkeye that took him out.
With this,
Why was his nickname the Sausage King, though?
because he was selling sausages. While
Okay.
inspecting the scenes, the investigators seized the crossbow.
His name was Vladimir Magarov.
And now,
Hell.
here we have another image of the Sausage King.
Yes, he had numerous meat processing factories.
Numerous.
The response on Twitter was good. This has some strong Game of Thrones meets Ferris Bueller undertones.
Yes.
This is
Well,
the most ambitious crossover event in history.
and the man's son died of a motorcycle
Yes, the
accident
sausage
in
prince.
2019. Sounds like somebody's rubbing this family out. Do you think he crossed Putin the wrong way?
He did.
He gave Putin a bad sausage.
He didn't want to keep Putin that sausage in.
In Mother Russia, sausage roll you.
Great
Oh,
Russian
the Guardian
I
cited
can't do
investigative
accents.
committee as saying the man
Perfect.
told police he was being extorted over the deed from his Moscow apartment from a criminal gang. Okay.
accent. What does that have to do with the sausage?
I don't know.
Or being
She's
shot-
reading things.
I
Or being
don't.
shot by a freaking crossbow.
In Russia, sausage shoot you.
Yeah, maybe he had a sausage knife.
Because your
and
accent was so much better than mine.
So much better.
Towards
Mine
the-
actually sounded like a real comedian.
police. with a sausage
I
knife.
think
Yeah,
this
sausage
is Noob Noob's weapon of choice. I think actually what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna start a new channel where I create things like this. I'm gonna make the sausage crossbow, and part of testing it is going to be shooting sausages into Noob Noob's mouth.
Maple sausage, I'm for
well,
it.
you know what? No, Noob Noob has two. He has two announcements. One is that he's
What?
going to make at least a show of him juicing things. He wants to juice.
Oh yes,
Maybe he'll
I'm
start
a juicer.
juicing sausages,
I'm a juicer.
and then
Very for the juicing. Love the Jews.
and what was he? Aren't you going to make another announcement about a new channel that you want to start?
The cucketing?
Not the cuckening.
Not the cucketing.
No.
You tell me. What did I say? I say a lot of things.
He wants to start a new channel as one of the young cucks.
Yes. What? That's the cucketing. How is that
it's
any
not the
different?
Cucketing, no.
Nope. I'm a cuck, or I'm calling out the cucks.
We don't know. No, he will not juice me, but he might juice sausages. He wanted to juice a pineapple, and then he decided, what else were you going to juice?
Avocados.
Money. He's going to juice some money.
Avocados.
Yeah.
Children,
all the juices.
Also, I'm making the announcement I'm running in 2024
for
Libertarian
what?
President. Yes. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. I'm just saying things at this point.
Yeah, so you're just babbling.
So I tunneled into Whitney Houston's dead corpse's asshole and stole her wine.
That is not what happened.
Whitney Houston, who was raped to death by Bobby Brown,
also did not happen.
I think that happened.
Why do you never say allegedly, or not even allegedly?
Allegedly,
you just
like,
say ridiculous.
Bobby Brown was coked up and just went in.
Did not happen.
Raiders of her Lost Ark.
This is all on you now. I'm out.
So give us the story.
Oh my God, she looks like a cancer patient.
Just the story.
So thieves tunnel into cellar holding Whitney Houston's vintage wine and make off with $65,000 in vintage bottles.
Isn't she dead?
She's dead.
So how does she still have?
That doesn't.
Hold on. Hold your horses.
So
among the missing items was champagne once owned by Ghislaine Maxwell's father.
Whoever that is.
You don't know who Ghislaine
Nope.
Then you don't know anything about Epstein, do you? That's his partner in crime.
Oh, was it really?
That's the woman who he was his. Yes.
Oh, so
they took Whitney Houston's corpse, which was next to the classic vintages of wine and whiskey.
Sure.
You're just not gonna. You don't care.
Do either of you have any information on this?
No, we're just making this up. We know that Ghislaine Maxwell is somehow involved.
So, in one of the more unusual crimes of the recent weeks, an enterprising crew of thieves with impeccable taste and fine wines tunneled into a secure high-end cellar in Nottingham, England, and stole as much as $65,000 in classic vintage sports wines and whiskey.
Is that a picture of it, Scott?
I believe
made that up.
No, my understanding is that's a picture of the tunnel hole. I couldn't find a whole lot of information on it. It was mostly just pictures of her and then the article that came along with it. I couldn't find too much more on it. It sounds like they had tunneled in. They had actually gotten in there a few times. They were doing it during business hours, so they weren't setting off alarms. And one of the employees caught them while they were in the act, and they were actually being so facetious about it that they were down there chugging champagne in celebration while they were, breaking in and stealing all this stuff.
So hold on. The story gets, it's probably not 100. We don't even know what's going on here. It says a collection of fine wines that once belonged to the late singer of Whitney Houston, who died in 2012, was being held in storage in the cellars, but was not among the stash stolen by the criminals. So that's fake news. They're just saying that they broke into this place and they weren't going after. They weren't going after her.
It was a high-end place that stored a lot of stuff. They had a lot of celebrities that store their high-end stuff there as well. They're like, we got our tail tucked between our legs as we're calling people to let them know what happened. Yeah, so it sounds like they got in. They were stealing
to her house.
Yeah,
they went into a wine storage facility. So instead of drinking your expensive wine, you just store it somewhere else, and then you trade it to the pedos.
Well, that's what they had. They said that the wine they had was left over from before she passed away. The same with Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, before he passed away, stuff like that. Some other celebrities and famous people, but some of these bottles are $20,000 bottles. And they were just down there drinking away because they tunneled in through the basement and found a way in.
That sounds like something that a Make-A-Wish kid should engage
Well,
in.
I will dead name the 2 people that were caught. So 2 men named by police as Luke Mitchell, 34, and Nicholas Lowe, 39, have been charged with criminal damage and burglary.
They burgled that wine.
So fuck those people.
That's what it
Why?
sounds like.
They had a good time.
It was a couple guys who just, got lucky, got into this place, but the news title was misleading and led you to think that it was something more impressive than it really was.
That damn Daily Beast.
I forgot Whitney Houston was dead, by the way. Did she sing Lean On Me?
She did not.
What did she sing?
She Doctor said those were her real names. She sang
R-E-S-P-E-C-T? Did she sing Respect?
Something about love. All I love is you.
I
or
will love you.
All I
the
love
Bodyguard.
is-
The whole Bodyguard soundtrack.
that.
Yes. As Ron
What?
says, next. Let's
yeah.
move on.
Okay.
No,
Let's not.
No.
Nope.
And
Dragon Ball Z! Dragon Ball Z!
more.
Dragon Ball Z!
Everyone says next. Where's my music?
Oh my god.
Dude, you're making everyone's ears bleed. Stop.
Jesus Christ.
You
man.
already had your singing segment. There's no more need for any more Scott
No,
singing.
there should always be singing segments from Scott.
No, there should not.
There should not. Let's.
Yeah, exactly. Even Sam Jr. says no more singing from Scott.
Let's go already!
I do enjoy the screaming goats.
You.
Scream, you goats.
So apparently Borat is a thing, and there was a sequel.
Borat, very
And
nice.
I didn't watch it because no thanks.
No thanks, check,
And
please.
but it's getting decent reviews, I guess.
'Cause
So
they're
Borat,
wrong.
the subsequent movie film with 8 million subtitle, whatever, is a movie on Amazon Prime, I believe. And sure, does anyone? Is it?
Oh my, Sam Jr. It was not a very funny sequel.
Was it?
I struggled to get through this one.
Yeah. Did
I
they
f-
act like they didn't know who Borat was?
So they build that into the premise of this. Scott, you saw this too, right?
I saw this too, and you have a theory on this, and I had it first too, but then I had a conversation with people that know people. The thought was, as we were watching this, that a lot of these people were paid actors. They were set up. They knew it was going on. They knew it was Borat from the very start. Sad fact is that was not the case. Some of these people are really that stupid. That was actual reactions from actual people. It was fancy editing, don't get me wrong, but these people were actually that dumb.
They were paid though.
They were, and some were paid. Like, for instance, the babysitter was paid, but she was paid under the premise that she was making a documentary about a girl who was brought over from some sort of slavery situation. And then when she found out what the movie actually was, she was misled and she got mad. And then there's a crowdfunder that made her tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars. But as they were filming it, she was under the premise that this was something else. So they were all set up. They may have tried to play these pranks with multiple people in a row and finally found somebody that did fall for it. And that's the one that you got to see. But in this movie, these people are actually this stupid and reacting to situations that they think are real.
Yeah, but there was nothing like stupid about. Like there was no part where I was like, that guy tricked them into doing anything. Like, what part of the movie did you think that anybody made themselves look stupid? Like the first movie, where they're singing along with the racist songs, and like he's totally got people fooled. At no point in this movie did I believe that he fooled anybody with anything.
Those people were fooled. Those people thought that it was a different situation. Everything from the clinic to the printing shop, stuff like that. It was. What
did the guy in the printing shop do that was so like? Who cares? The guy faxed shit back and forth.
He was faxing stuff back and forth. Look,
So
I'm not saying that this was funny because I agree with you. It wasn't that funny. We already had the first Borat movie. The jokes were made there. The jokes the second time around just aren't as good as it was the first time. Now, the girl that played his daughter did an amazing job. Sacha Baron Cohen came out and said that she deserves awards for this, and I agree with him. the fact that she was able to pull this off and did what she did was impressive in itself.
She's all right.
But no, it wasn't as funny as the first one was. The jokes were made true. But these people are really that stupid, and he did actually play this off, and people didn't recognize him. And he,
No one
being stupid. Like, I don't understand what you're saying. At what point did anyone in this movie that was not Borat look stupid?
I think we feel like they're stupid because they're falling for stupid shit that we wouldn't fall
What
for.
did they fall for that was stupid?
They fell for this character. The print guy thought that he was actually reading messages where you will be killed if you come back so we can murder you.
That seems fake.
There's at no point did the guy never even said a word to him. He's just like, pay me to send faxes. And he's like, okay. And the guy's like, give me a high five. You know, Borat's like, high five. And okay, some weirdo asked for a high five. I don't understand at what point you think somebody was fooled, where in the first movie, those kids were literally saying, like, you know, women should be in the kitchen. They don't deserve to vote. Like, and there was nobody who was tricked in this to saying anything stupid.
Well, yeah, and you're right. There wasn't that much. He did get the gun rally. He got people there, and you know what they were doing naturally. The old man, that debutante ball, he probably asked that question to 20 people and finally got one guy to actually give him a price for his daughter. Those people exist.
That looked like it was ADR'd, by the way. I can't believe you couldn't tell that they ADR'd that part. Come on, man. They ADR'd it. I don't care. I'm just saying, it's just not real.
It was creative editing, and I know that while I was watching it, I was thinking, I hope people aren't really this stupid, so I wanted to think that this was all set up and they were all actors. They weren't, though. People really were that stupid.
They didn't do anything stupid, so I'm just the part where I'm missing something, because I just felt like the movie it reminded me of The Dictator more than it did of Borat. It's like he forgot how to do the Borat character, and he was being the dictator. You know, like he even, like, his accent was a little messed up. I thought it was amusing that he tried to break into the Trump rally dressed as Trump. That was pretty funny, carrying his daughter on his shoulders. I mean, it's funny. He didn't accomplish anything. No. And then messing with Giuliani is funny, but it didn't, like, show anything shocking. Like, I was like, he acted like it was going to end Giuliani's career. And I'm like, okay, some old man who's single wants to bang a 24-year-old chick. Like, okay, so what?
And people were going nuts over that. Like, Giuliani was in this a hotel room with somebody who was underage. Giuliani wasn't supposed to know that she was underage. She was drinking scotch with somebody that he thought was
drinking
of age.
And she was drinking alcohol, which she provided. She was also dressed like a news reporter. Like, at no point would you think she was a 15-year-old. She has a camera crew with her. You think that means that everyone else who was there filming, putting on the microphones, all the other people in that room were also enabling a 15-year-old to drink. Like, no one would think that was a crime. Like, I don't understand where anybody thought that anything in this movie was real. It's a movie.
It is a movie, and yeah, people are stupid. I don't know. It just wasn't funny. It didn't have the same laughter that the first thing did. When you're watching the first movie, you're like, oh my God, these people are idiots. They can't believe they're saying this dumb shit.
Yes.
The second movie did not have any of that magic because, like you said earlier, the jokes were already made. He was able to pull the same pranks with people. He was still able to trick people to believe that he was real as his character, but it wasn't as funny. The people weren't as incriminating as they were in the last movie. A lot of the magic was lost because the joke's been done already.
I like the part, there were some amusing parts. I just didn't think, like you said, it's kind of like it lost its magic, especially when he's walking around on the street and everybody recognizes him as Borat, and they're like, oh, Borat, can I get an autograph? Can I get an autograph? Like, it was amusing.
Yeah.
Seems not
but
good.
It played like a movie because the whole plot was a movie. It wasn't like the first one where it was filmed like a documentary. There was a plot to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
where the first
and there was this, yeah, and there was this whole plot with him going back to the States with his daughter and this father finding this love for a daughter that he thought he didn't have.
Well, and the plot about what he did to America and his bosses or whoever those guys were. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a plot to it, just like The Dictator, where I was like, okay, whatever. I just think the thing that kind of pissed me off about the movie, though, is I don't like the fact that the guy has a thing about standing up against racism, and the whole Jew part just rubbed me the wrong way. You know,
What about Jews?
He's picking on these two elderly Jewish women.
Oh boy.
The dude dresses. I don't know if you could bring a picture of that up, Scott. He dresses like the most ridiculous thing. I can't even describe it. He has like claws and a long nose and like fangs, and he's like, "Oh, Jew, don't kill me!" Don't like he's literally making fun of Jews, pretty like hardcore. And these poor ladies, like they're the sweetest ladies on earth.
Well,
And they didn't do anything to him.
And a lot of people got frustrated that he did come out and say that absolute respect for both of those ladies. They both knew going into this what it was. He explained to them, and there's video of him explaining to them what the gag is, what he's doing. And he said that that's the only time that he broke that rule where he would do that. Here's the image right here.
Yeah, but think about the first movie.
Yeah, in the first movie he did.
He's holding a bag of money and he's got puppets. Like, you don't think that's insulting to Jews? And I don't care because I think it's a joke.
It's a joke.
He's a comedian. He's allowed to make jokes.
He did it.
That's not my problem.
He did it under the premise that he was trying to bring light to people that don't think the Holocaust is real. He was trying to bring more attention to it. He's Jewish. He was trying to do something right. I don't think that message came across in the movie itself. I
think as a part of the plot, as a function of what he was trying to do in the plot, it just came off as dishonest to me.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I know it's part of the movie, and I know it's a movie, and I know it's not real, but I'm like going like, dude, did you really have to do that? Like, was that really necessary? Because it wasn't that funny either.
It wasn't. And if he was trying to use this as like a platform to bring more awareness to, Holocaust victims and stuff like that, that message was lost as well. I'm not sure what he was trying to do with this. As for the family suing and everything else, like I said, he did tell the older ladies what that jag was. He showed them a ton of respect.
Are they suing him too?
The families tried to sue to remove the scene from the movie because they were trying to say that she didn't know what it was all about. He turned around and he's like, actually, no, she knew exactly what was going on. And here's video proof. Here's us showing video of me telling her what the gag is, what she's there for, and everything else. As for the rest of them, the babysitter said that she felt betrayed because she thought it was something else differently. She got a ton of money on Kickstarter.
But why should she have to wait for Kickstarter? Why rip the poor lady off? You know what I mean?
Well, because they paid her
as $3,500, dude.
Yeah, they paid her as a babysitter and to be in a documentary that she thought was under a different premise.
I think that's kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That was a statement from her. That's what she came out and said. Not a whole lot of other people came out and made statements on this. There was a whole statement from Giuliani that, was saying it wasn't what it appeared. You watch it. You decide what you think.
Yeah.
If I was in that situation, I would have thought that I was about to, be lucky. I
was ready to get lucky.
I mean, if I was in those shoes and, it's like, let's go to the bedroom. Okay, let's go. Shall we? Like,
be my guest.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it framed wrong? Was it framed in a way to make you believe something else? Absolutely.
He did. I don't know if he heard it or if it was 80-yard. I could not tell if that part was 80-yard, where he goes to something about fucking his cousin. Like, oh, you fuck your cousin?
Yeah.
Which is true. Giuliani, I think, married his cousin.
His interview, Sacha Baron Cohen did an interview later on with Stephen Colbert where he's like, his security guard came through, swept the room, and then stayed outside in an effort to make sure that no one else entered the room. And here's Rudy Giuliani with a girl in a room that no one else is supposed to enter. So that's scary for her. Wasn't there a film crew there too? I mean, I don't know. There's so much about this that you have to wonder and question.
Non-controversy in my mind.
We've talked about Borat more than it deserves to be talked about, so let's move on.
So let's just go to the moon.
Yes. Borat is a movie. No one should watch it.
Are we going to the moon?
We are going over the moon.
We'll go right over that
with
moon.
a bunch of Asian bunnies.
Yes, there are Asian bunnies. This is a Chinese movie that was released.
I don't know. There's a lot of Cho and Jong and O's and Cho and So.
Ken Jeong is in it. Sandra Oh is in it. Margaret Cho, John Cho.
Philippa Soul.
Go. What's the
Kimiko Glenn.
the Netflix thinger
Is it
or the
Netflix?
what? The Rotten Tomatoes thinger.
So Over the Moon, hold on, the description. Let's see here. An adventurous girl builds a rocket ship to meet a mythical goddess on the moon.
That's the plot.
Okay.
It made me think of like it was very much China trying to do a Disney movie. It was a lot of singing and cute little sidekick animals. It was kind of weird because they went.
Oh, that's
like,
terrifying.
Like it's kind of like pop diva-ish woman lives on the moon, and there's like a whole myth about the moon and moon cakes and this whole thing.
Moon pies?
It was all right. There was some moon pie. Yeah, moon cakes,
moon pies.
pie, whatever.
Underage moon pies?
Not underage, but actually, wait, the girl is pretty young. But
yep.
Yeah, it was, and there's like a dead parent thing going on there. So it just reminded me like of like they were going real hard on the Disney movies.
Asian Batman.
She was not Asian Batman. She built a spaceship, so no.
Asian Iron Man.
Apparently. But it's a cute little movie for kids. It's not like, it wasn't the best movie I've seen, but it wasn't a bad one. So
I caught a little article while I was pulling pictures together on this. It sounded like they were trying to be super true to the culture with this movie.
Unlike Mulan?
I don't know about that, but
the part that I saw was they had originally written in that the parents were very loving, like contact, hugging, touching, kissing, and they pulled a lot of that out because that's not how a lot of Asian parents are, according to the writer of this movie, I think.
I don't know that I agree with that. From what I saw in the movie, like like I said, it seemed to me like it's more of a
Chinese Disney movie?
Chinese copy of a Disney movie. It was very, I would say it's culturally accurate. I didn't think it was like an Americanized version of it.
Does it look good?
It looks really good. Yeah, it's very good. Looks very good. And, it's very bright and colorful once they get to the moon. And the setting in China is very beautiful. Their house, like where they live by this pond in this beautiful little village. Like it's a beautifully animated movie. I would recommend it. If you want to see something and you want to buy into some Chinese propaganda, yeah.
The critic consensus, although many of Over the Moon's narrative ingredients will seem familiar, the film's absorbing animation offers colorful compensation.
Yeah, it's cool. It's all right.
And what platform was this on?
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomato meter 78%, audience score 80%. So people seem to think it's all right.
Yeah, it's a cute little story, and the thing I don't like is it's got that whole like trying to tug at the heartstrings thing a little too hard.
I think it is possible. Jay Bird says it looks like Noob Noob spiked the drink that little girl is working on there.
Oh my god!
What is that? No, that's Korean.
Those aren't bobo beans in there, are they?
Bubble balls tea.
Is it? Yeah, but is that Chinese or is that Korean?
Bobo.
Yeah, what's boba tea?
Boba tea is...
I don't want to say it's generic Asian.
I want to say Japanese.
I would say it's... I've seen it in Korea, though, too. Like Korean restaurants and stuff like that. Bobo tea?
I don't know. I used to get it from the coffee shop around the corner. I lived in California. That's all I know. I don't remember what...
It's a Taiwan. Are you sure about that?
Boba culture started in the late 80s.
That
most likely in Taipei.
Oh, it's a milk tea. Fine. It's Taiwan, and everybody likes it,
Taiwanese.
Even Americans. So there you go.
Exactly. So let's move from boba tea to some Zeus blood.
What about some tiger blood?
Asian
blood of Zeus. What the fuck is that? That looks like a novel. That is.
Oh, is that not
New Alley?
Oh, that's not. Why did I read this then?
I don't know. We don't normally review books.
That's actually, yeah, that's true. I don't read anyway. I can't.
Yeah, you barely know how to read.
This is what we're talking about.
Yes, Blood of Zeus, a Netflix original anime series. And it's about a commoner living in ancient Greece. Heron discovers his true heritage as the son of Zeus. Wow, big surprise.
Big spoiler. Shitted on.
And he likes to be
and his
on.
purpose is to save the world from a demonic army. How original.
It was not very original.
Cheers to whatever that is.
And I don't think there's anybody really famous in it.
Jason O'Mara is...
Jessica Henwick is.
Who the fuck is that?
She was in Iron Fist. She's part of the fisting.
Oh, yes. She
Part of the
was the Lady
fisticuffs.
Fist.
She was the Lady Fist.
Lady Fist.
First of all, they do. I guess no, they don't do a great job of explaining how Zeus likes to get his freak on.
Zeus just fucks everything.
Dude, Zeus, I looked it up, I'm pretty sure this is accurate, 54 children.
Zeus got down to the earth and did the nasty quite often. He did have a whole lot of demigod children. So that part's true. The rest of the story, they took a lot of royalties with.
He's kind of a rapist too.
They even
other people.
They even stated in the beginning that this is a story that was never told. So
Yeah,
they were honest right away. We're like, this story is completely not even close to like the mythology that you're used to.
well, there were demons. Like that was weird. I've
Yeah.
never heard of demons in Greek mythology, and I'm pretty tight on Greek mythology.
And what he was doing was pretty rapey, where he was pretending to be her husband for quite a while before, like
Years.
yeah. So I also know a lot of Greek mythology. As for like the Titans and the gods and stuff like that, a lot of this did not really line up with what Greek mythology was. So if you take it away from that into its own story, it doesn't hold up its own story either.
It reminded me of, I don't know if it's made by the same studio as Castlevania, but it reminded me of that. By the way, fact checker, would you like to tell anyone out there?
Yeah, Zeus did actually have 54 children,
thank you very
31
much.
by divine unions, and the remainder by fucking whores.
Yep, just whoever he felt like. Just getting it on. No. Yeah. That is my least favorite drop you have. The most annoying.
It's very annoying.
It's so annoying.
Dragon Ball Z.
Almost, yeah, it makes me want to say Dragon Ball Z.
Oh! I finally did it. I had Tim. Yeah, it's
Oh, you piece of garbage.
No!
Anyway.
God, please, no! No!
I had titties.
No!
I had titties.
Yes,
Bruh.
titties. So many titties, bruh. Anyway, it's like Castlevania, right?
Yeah, very Castlevania animation. There was nothing special about this. There's nothing really to write home about.
It's not as
So I
good as
shouldn't watch
Castlevania.
this.
I would say it's not really worth watching.
No.
Like,
So I should-
I don't know why it got such high ratings. It's 100% on the
From probably like one review.
critic side and 80%.
The critic consensus, let's see. Reforging Greek mythology as an epic battle royale with sleek imagery and sterling voice acting.
Fucking thing sucks!
I just was not. It's interesting because it seems like Netflix is trying to get American anime together because Castlevania is pretty good. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty good, right?
Yeah, but
This seemed to be kind of all along those lines, yet somehow
this
it's just not, the story's not good enough.
it's like this was trying to be Castlevania, but couldn't get that extra jump in. Castlevania at least comes the storyline and the animation and the graphics and the fights and everything else does it right. This fell short by
The Greek
a
mythology is
long stretch.
so rich. You would think that they would come up with some good stories, but they just struggled to. I don't know. Why not just tell one of the original stories that people like already know? Most people don't even know the accurate like story of Hercules, or you know what I'm saying? Like they could have done that and done the real story.
And yeah, and there are so many of these great Greek stories and a lot of different versions of them too. They could have actually used one of them. I don't know why. There was really no reason here to make up a new story because it really it wasn't as strong as some of the Greek stories are. I mean, the actual Greek mythology is amazing stories. There's a lot of great lore in there. They made this one up and it just didn't have any meat to it.
Well, and Ron says the Clash of the Titans is the best Greek mythology movie of all time. 100% agree with that. They actually reference Clash of the Titans, which is I thought was interesting.
Release the Kraken.
Release that Kraken, and I am not talking about the Sam Worthington one. I'm
Release
talking
the
about
Kraken?
the original,
Yeah.
the OG,
You mean the Liam Neeson one?
Roy Harryhausen.
The Zeusy Neeson.
Oh no, thanks. Give me the OG one, dude. I could watch that. I know it's a little, it's a little slow because it's an older movie, but I could watch that any time of day, anywhere. It's a absolute golden classic. Just a great, amazing movie. I love it.
Okay. Well, speaking of titties, You know what isn't?
You just were so excited to get
I
into
do.
titties.
Or I was so November for Netflix. If you haven't known, has come out with Knock Knock, which is a 2015 movie directed by Eli Roth, starring Keanu Reeves, Ana de Armas, and Lorenza Izzo.
There's only one reason why he wanted to
There
watch
is
this.
one reason to watch this movie, and it is Ana de Armas.
I don't think you're allowed to put that on screen, Scott, without
God
Elizabeth
damn it!
Moss
Nope,
in it.
I would not watch this movie if Elizabeth Moss was naked.
Oh.
Ana de Armas and Lorenza Izzo are naked in this movie, and they basically rape Keanu Reeves.
So instead of just looking the scene up, he decided to watch the whole movie
to see how stupid it was, and it was
Directed by
very
Eli
stupid. Like,
Roth.
it's not a good movie. Keanu Reeves doesn't act well. Ana de Armas is cute and hot as always. And Eli Roth, I imagine, directed this movie just so he could try to have sex with the actresses, and apparently it worked because he married the one girl.
Yeah,
so good for him.
He's one of the producers,
and
he wrote it.
Yeah, he
I
did.
mean, who wouldn't let these poor young nubile girls into your house while they're wet and it's raining and they need a place to stay? Who would not let them into your house?
This movie is not good, but Ana de Armas is hot as fuck. So, yeah, watch it just for that.
I've always heard about this movie, and I think I actually recommended it to him, even though I never saw it.
It's ridiculous.
So would you just
straight up bananas?
Would you just recommend go to like Pornhub and looking up the scene there just to cut right to the good stuff?
It's like a fun, campy, shitty movie that you get to see Ana de Armas naked in.
It does get a little creepy, like.
It gets a little
disturbing.
like I wanted to be hard throughout the whole thing, but I couldn't maintain it.
I think Eli Roth's goal was to like get you titillated and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that away from you, and you are never gonna get hard again.
And then everyone in Hollywood's like, go on
please.
further. Yeah. You're going to be an underage child. Continue.
I'll take that challenge.
Yeah, nobody liked it apparently because tomato meter 36%, audience score 20%. That's what I don't understand. So audience score, these are people. No one, more than 20% of people should have enjoyed Ana de Armas's tits.
They didn't enjoy it enough. It wasn't enough to save the movie. What's the critic consensus? Did you ever read that? No.
Knock Knock brings a lot of talent to bear on its satirical approach to torture horror. It's not really torture horror, sort of. But not effectively enough to overcome its repetitive story and misguidedly campy tone. It's very campy, doesn't have a story. And
so Eli Roth
it's
sucks.
not really torture horror. Like Hostel. Like Hostel's torture horror.
But Eli Roth is he's a hack.
Yes, Eli Roth
always said. And this just kind of furthers that point that he's a hack.
Yeah. So I would watch it just for Ana de Armas, and that's what I did.
And
So
So there's Noobs, and here's a request from the chat. Oh, there it is.
What? God damn it. Stop with this shit. She's so ugly.
No. What if, oh man, I think Scott's got some Photoshop work to work on.
Yep. I
think I have an idea.
Oh,
new
Christ.
project.
All right. Well, I think that's it for tonight.
I think that wraps it up. I hope that we were able to provide a much needed distraction for everyone today. So take it away, Scott.
And if you like what you heard here tonight, head on over to Instagram at ork_u. Check us out on facebook.com/ourreviewswillkillyou. We're on YouTube at ourreviewswillkillyou, youtube.com/ourreviewswillkillyou. And of course, go to the store at ourreviewswillkillyou.com/store for all of our latest and greatest products. Of course, if you're not watching us on YouTube, you can listen to us on Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and all the other fun stuff there. Go to ourreviewswillkillyou.com/links to find all the good places to find us there. All right, I'm good.
All right, the hugest places. Remember, Noob did say that if you send us, I guess, a picture of you or someone that you care about wearing one of our new fancy shirts, and just remember, those shirts are pretty amazing. You know,
yes, thank you, Jay Bird. Google Play is no more. We are now on, is it Amazon Music or something? Amazon Podcast or something?
It's a place to get a podcast, you can hear it.
Yeah, I forget. I did all the work. We are there. I forget what it is now. But yeah, we're over there now. Whatever Google Play turned into.
Send us a picture of you in our shirt, and you get a free ticket for a giveaway. Is essentially what happens.
Yes, he will give away one of his next movie giveaways. You will get that prize. No competition, we promise. So be sure to share. That's how we grow this thing. You know, we've seen we could definitely use a little help on YouTube. So be sure to share, like, comment, subscribe.
We do this for free. We do it because we love to. We do it because we love having you guys with us. But it does help if you head to the store, check out our stuff. We have some fun merch there, some shirts, some weird stuff. Support us that way. That is going to help us big time. And, you know, we're now putting a lot of effort into making some cool shirts for you guys to wear. Definitely, you know, go check out ourreviewswillkillyou.com/store to, you know, help us out there as much as you can.
Yes, and thank you so much to all of our listeners, not just YouTube, not just Google Play, which is gone, everywhere. We love our audio listeners. We love our podcast listeners. And we couldn't be doing it without you guys. We're very happy to continue to bring this to you for free. We promise we will not forget your coupons. Absolutely will not forget. OrkU always comes through on his promises. So from all of us here at Our Reviews Will Kill You, to all of y'all at home, we love y'all. And on to the next one.